Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, your fave, Dana Nicole, and today I'm going to be covering eyeshadow 101. Foolproof ways to get good eyeshadow every damn time. I'm going to be showing a simple look so we can get the techniques, and yeah. I'm wearing the same fit from another video because I'm filming two videos at the same time. It's called Work Smarter, Not Harder. Yeah? Let's get into it. The first thing we want to do is our eyebrows. If you want an in-depth eyebrow tutorial, please do comment down below and I'll make one for you covering how to know the right shape for your face, types of eyebrows, and how to get it done good every damn time. Now I just can't find my things and I don't like that. Okay, I'm gonna be using a pencil for today. Welcome to my face. First things first, brush them out. Hey, excuse me. Brush them out. I need to actually send this back a bit, okay? To get the hair out of my face. Now I'm going to be using a pencil to fill the brows, starting with a line at the top, line at the bottom, and then we fill. Lovely. And same for the other brow. Grabbing foundation, I'm just going to clean that up. Let me actually zoom you in so that if I'm covering you can still see. I will always advocate for starting with your brows. If you're just starting out, or if you're like me and you just make a mess all the time, then starting with your eyes, brows, eyeshadow is the best way to go because you have less pressure to get them perfect. You can just do them and fix them as you go. Then we just blend out that foundation that we used. Use one that's your shade. I've always said that. I will always say it. It makes life way easier. Then with that foundation, base your eye. I feel like, hold on. Sorry, I just had to adjust my white balance because it was a bit off. Now, when it comes to palettes that I recommend for, well, as staple palettes, if you're not an uber creative girly and you just want the simple stuff, Huda Beauty's Empowered palette is very good. This is the color scheme in it. So you have browns and nudes mostly. Huda Beauty's Naughty palette is also another good one, but it runs more purple or purpley and pinky. And then Juvia's Place, which one is it that I'm thinking of? Yes, the Zulu palette. Is it the Zulu palette? Yeah. I'd say the Zulu or Afrique. Afrique has this color palette. It's got browns, it's got your neutrals. It's got browns in color. The Zulu has got fewer shades, but again, it's got your primary colors and then it's got some fun shades as well. For today, we'll use the Huda Beauty's Empowered palette. I get my Huda stuff from the ARC store, for those wondering. Now we're going to work from light to dark. This is how I recommend doing it because it's the easiest way to get it done. We're going to take the shade Get It. Which one's it? This one. And we'll take that shade onto a fluffy eyeshadow brush. I don't set my foundation or concealer because I find I get more color payoff when I don't set it. So applying eyeshadow directly onto it usually gives me the best color payoff. So we take that and we basically just apply it. We focus in the crease, but we're going slightly above and onto the lid. This is just our base shade. So it's kind of like we're setting it, but we're using eyeshadow and not setting powder, right? Now, once we have that down, that looks pretty. We're going to take the shade Legacy, which is a bricky brown. I've hit pan in it because that's how often I use this shade. And we are going to dab it on to the outer part. Ways to get color payoff is to firstly dab it in the focus area and then blend it out. So dab in the focus area, then blend it. This one, we just take it in the outer V of the eye because we just want to add depth. And lightly take it into the crease going forward. Don't dip again, just take the excess on the brush to do that. When you're applying eyeshadow, there's three main motions. So you have your circular motions, right? So little circles. You have windshield wiper. And then you have your stippling, which is like tap, 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 or tap and brush at the same time. With eyeshadow, you want to go in very light, so go in light layers, even if it means you dip more times than you want to. It's better to work light and build it up than to go in heavy-handed at once and you have a mess. So using circular motions just to distribute that brown. And then windshield wipers over here. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do a cut crease. This is my way. I find it's very simple, very easy. We're going to take the brush that we use to clean up our eyebrows. I'm just removing the excess product on it. Into a light concealer or foundation, whichever floats your boat. Can I find it? I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Concealers. I'm going to use the shade, I think this is, Linen, onto the back of my hand. Right, the reason why we're using this foundation, well, this brush we use for our eyeshadows is because of its shape. If you look at it, another brush I really love for this is the MAC 242S brush. If you look at them, they have that curved at the top. This one is freshly clean, so it's still fluffy. I usually just squeeze it with product on it, but they have similar shapes. This one's just a bit bigger, so it's my preference from time to time. Then we take it into that concealer, coat the brush, making sure to like flatten it as you're coating it. First thing I do is map out that front part, and then what I'm going to do is take some concealer onto the brush, apply it just before the middle section of the eye, and look up. It's going to create stamps, and that is basically where you're going to connect the front part to, because that is your crease line. I am going to go slightly over it, and we map out that top part. I went slightly over it so that when my eye folds, it's not completely swallowed. So you go a little bit over again. If you don't want to go in strokes, you can dab the product on. That's another easy way to do it. So you just stamp the concealer, making sure your lines are nice and crisp, and then we fill in starting at the front here, making sure we don't go straight there. It's just spreading the concealer like that so that we have a gradient at the end there. I find this is the most flattering for the eye. And now we're going to set that. I'm going to take that 242S brush from MAC into the shade Power. You can use setting powder if you want, and then we just apply that onto the concealer. I try not to go too close to the line up top so that we can keep it crisp. Focus most of the product on the actual lid, then raise your eyes like that, and then stamp with the tip of the brush carefully onto that line. That way we keep our cut crease nice and cut, nice and sharp. You can go in with a glitter or a shimmer if you want. I want a matte look today, so we're not going to do that. What I am going to do though is take that deep brown shade, which is Confident, that's this one, and just focus it in this outer corner section here. You can use a smaller brush for this. I am just impatient. Next up, we're going to apply wing liner with the Huda Beauty Quick and Easy liquid liner. This is the eyeliner I recommend for beginners because it's easier to hold. If you want a breakdown on how to do a wing, you can watch episode 1. I did break it down using the dot connecting method. Okay, what we're gonna do next, this light is in and out and it's like pissing me off, is clean up the eyeshadow with some concealer. Well, with the foundation that we use to clean up the eyebrows. This also helps to clean up your wing. If you don't want to have to clean up with concealer, then I recommend when you're doing your eyeshadow, tape your eye so that you just peel off the tape. Next thing we're going to do is lashes. I want to use my Ardell Wispies. Do I really? I feel like a wispy lash would be really good for this look. So we're going to take my Ardell Wispies in the style 422. Can you see? Here it's too bright because of the light outside, so we just work with what we can do. If you want to see how I prep my lashes, you can watch episode 1. I did break it down a bit more. This is how I do it more on an everyday, because I kind of know the length of my eye. So I can just go in and snip, snip. Just literally by looking at the lash, I can tell where I need to cut. Okay. The reason why I love Ardell Wispies is because when you look at them, be careful when you're taking them out, because the reason I love them is also a very difficult thing. They have a very thin band, which makes application way easier. What you're gonna do is just jiggle them a little bit, just to bring some flexibility into the band. Then grab your lash glue. I'm going to use the Airway Studio Super Strip Lash Adhesive. Duo is another lash glue I really recommend. You can get Duo in Clicks if I'm not wrong. I'm not sure if MAC still sells Duo. I used to get mine from MAC. And I get the black glue with the brush applicator. Hello. Like that. I find brush tip applicators help in that you can apply it way easier. So you act like you're applying your liner. So you just go over where you're going to want your lash to sit. Another thing I like about black lash glue is that you can tell when it's ready, in that the glue goes from being this grayish blue hue to being black. If you are just starting out though, please grab clear lash glue. It'll make your life way easier. Then once you have this down, you can go in with a black lash glue. You can graduate, okay? This is the tweezer that I love to use to apply lashes. I was about to say nail techs. Lash techs are actually the ones who most commonly use this type of tweezer. I am actually a certified lash tech, funny enough. And I find this tweezer is easier to use than regular tweezers or those applicators that you usually get. The ones with the curved applicator section. Get your lashes on. Starting, I place it with the middle as the focus first. And I do raise the end a little bit. I find it's a bit more flattering on the eye that way. And then you just press lift. I will mascara them at the end. So that's the eyes for now. I'm going to do the rest of my face and then I'll be right back. And this is the finished face, Spooky. I hope you guys enjoyed that eyeshadow tutorial. If you want to see how I got the video, I'm not sure which one will come out first, but it's there, I think. Okay? I look like a love song. I don't know what else to say to you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching the video. I keep looking at myself. That is so vain. But thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Please do like the video, comment down below what you'd want to see next. Share with the friends so that we can all get glam, yeah? And subscribe. That's like the biggest one because I'd love to have you here. Alright, Pookie, love and light to you. Bye.